Getting a drink.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping,
You want your contacts
defensive
out.
lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We want it. Come on, pilot 64. We.
The first carry now
Oh,
for
how did he
Tony
get in so
Pollard.
fast?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Recon, 132 fire. That's the way. That's the way. That's the way. Go.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Balaj. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on third down. from the gun on third down. Lock. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Come on, set. And two stop. Get it.
They run it with Balaj. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Look at me, Zipper!
From the 25 on second down. Lock letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Stick. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go,
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready up. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Ready, break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 2.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 26. Third down conversion. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Lock now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
3, 218, jump. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 31, check 31. Smooth.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
He's got like 96 speed. How can he catch him?
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. First down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Here's Stick looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st down, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We have that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Locke. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Oh, come on. Somebody faster picking up.
I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it. But it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
On second down, it's Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. In a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Stick from the gun. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry.
How did he not get to the end zone?
Brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First and 10, Stick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Throwing again on second down. Stick looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Come on, let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the slant. Watch twist. Watch twist. Let's jump down.
Now this time Locke will throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dante Fowler, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Roethlisberger. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, he dropped it.
Nearly another pick. My goodness.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. In his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 2nd and 12, Stick.
Oh my gosh, what throw was that?
Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action, it's Stick. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 32. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gonna run again here with Pollard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to go play action now with Stick. They'll roll him out right.
And he drops it. Seriously?
And that's
oh my gosh.
The
How do you drop
too
that?
Good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Fucking X Factor receiver, 99. And
here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Oh, I went for the kill.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, it's Balaj. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's locked. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A draw play now, Balaj. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kalen Balaj, touchdown number 15 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Pollard going to try the right side. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Third down, they'll throw with stick. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
Fuck me.
We got this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And it's a big advantage of it when the other direction had some blocking and picked up a touchdown.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then in the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs, he'll rifle this one. Man, it's caught, and at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Mack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. After all
so
that,
close.
he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chipper. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey,
Clock now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to air one out. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
He can't. He's got to trust his defense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Flush to his right. And able to hold
not
it
swap
in
out of his
Kittle.
hands.
Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 41.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Come on, defense. One more stop. Interception, that's good.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now they try the right side here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh down. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Mack. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
One did nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the...
What the hell happened?
Complete. 20, 10.
Why was he pressing him?
Home for a Bronco score. Michael Thomas.
How did I miss that one?
Touchdown. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Hey, 2.
Locked to throw, and this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll They'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive and at the line.
Offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Deshaun Hand in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll run with Pollard. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. On 4th down, Dobbs, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Deshaun Hand, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game.
Ready? Mike 58 right there. Here we go, D. All day defense, all day.
Now a handoff working right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is indeed good. And high 45s for that one as that drive ends in 3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
And he just said, good game, you got lucky.
So for Denver, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All right. First quarter, I did nothing. It was a 3-and-out. And I think he got a field goal. He drove. I held him to a field goal. Second half was all Cardinals. I got 2 pick sixes to take the lead. And then, what was the third? Just a nice drive. Yeah, just a drive where I got down. So I'm up 21 to 3.5, feeling pretty good. Then, of course, I do some stupid shit. Interception. Puts him in short field to get the field goal. His running back can juke like crazy. Oh, I forgot. I blocked a field goal in the second quarter, too. So first half was all, I got all the breaks. I was getting sacks. I was getting pressure. But I gotta see if that play would happen on the touchdown. Where's the highlights? I'm looking at the ugly stats. Where's that touchdown? I don't know what the hell happened. I can't show it. That's bullshit. I was in a cover 3. I think I had my linebacker. I hot rodded to spy him in case he tried to roll out again. And he just ran right by my corner. I wasn't pressing. I don't know what happened, but he fucking just ran right by my corner for an 80-yard touchdown bomb to take the lead. Then I get the ball back with a minute left and can't do shit. 3-and-out. Game over. But it was a good game. My defense was pretty solid. I can't complain. I forced how many turnovers? Got the 4 interceptions. But I threw 2 interceptions. Like I said, his running back just runs up the middle and jukes you out. Even Luke, one of my better linebackers. Pollard didn't do much, Mack didn't do much, so he did a good job stopping the run. He got good pressure. I still like to know how Thomas got that wide open touchdown. That was freaky. This was like a simple streak if my corner did nothing. Henry, oh my gosh, he had a little crossing route. I only needed 3 yards, 5 yards. Roll my quarterback out, nice little drag route, first down, and he drops it. So of course I had to give the ball back to him. Howard did have a drop, but he made up for it with a big catch later to set up a touchdown. Defense, I streamed the game, so I'm just gonna have to go back and see how he got burned on that touchdown. I'm still frustrated on that. Flower got 3. Brian got a couple. Jacobs now. And then Dean got the pick 6. Hawkins got a pick 6. So that was the computer. I got burned a couple times on a couple bullshit pass interference that kept his drives moving. That's Savage did a good job stopping the run too. He's fast. So, like I said, I'm upset. Let that one slip away, but we'll look at the 2 interceptions. Dean can't see the first one. Actually timed it perfect. He must have been off his meter or something because I had all day to block it. And of course my fat lineman picks it up, not Dean. And then was there another pick 6? I think I missed it. Yeah, both pick 6s I can't show you. So that was like the only good stuff for me. Offensively I couldn't do anything. He had a good defense. I think that's it. We'll see how long my quarterback's out for. But Broncos, good game. It was a good defensive battle. Yeah. I just got to get better on offense, or I'm not going to do anything. What does it matter? 6 weeks. So yeah, it looks like it's dubs. Maybe I'll see the names in free agency. All right, that's all for now. We dropped to 10-4. We still in control of the division. Still got a 1-game lead. So sorry, Rams got to beat you one more time. And then the Bears. So that's it. Cardinals out.